Alright guys, so I'm going to do a commentary here. So basically, this is me warming up with 135 on the bench. Just warming up, being explosive, trying to get everything, make sure everything's feeling nice and good, clean. So yeah, looking good. So Dennis warming up. You can tell his face is pretty scratched up. We all went mountain biking the day before, and that led to some injuries, unfortunately. So gonna be careful there. Oh yeah, so you hit the rack there. See, that's the thing. I like pushing myself all the way to the very end of the bench. He slides more up. The problem with sliding all the way to the end, like I do though, is my lift off is so weak. Like just lifting up 185 is like hella hard for me. But yeah, so after I do 135, I go to 185. And first I warmed up with the bar, obviously. So I go to 185. Normally I do 3 reps. Here I wasn't really feeling that warm, so I did 4. Felt pretty good. Yeah, so that's Dennis' face. He got pretty scratched up. I broke my wrist at one spot, maybe 2, and my brother got stitches. And yeah. So then I go to 225 for a quick single. Looked nice and clean. Still warming up. And then Dennis goes to 185. I don't really know how Dennis structures his program. I like to go up to heavy single, and then I have a program that I was running, and I do back offsets, but unfortunately now with my injury, I had to stop the program. So yeah. So this is my heavy single for the day, 245, nice and easy. Just getting back into the groove, getting back to some heavier weight because I was traveling a couple weeks ago. And so I filmed one of my sets. This was 210 for 8. So I did 3 sets of 210 for 8. I think this is the last one, if I'm not mistaken. And so it was like the hardest set. And you'll see my form got a little bit sketchy. I'm using the Gangsta wrist straps. They're honestly pretty valid, and I like them a lot. Yeah, the form, the breakdown there, it wasn't great, let's just say that. Butt was way raised in the air. Still getting back to benching because I took a break when I was traveling. So incline dumbbells, just lifting up the dumbbells is like super tiring. So I take a little break in between. So I'm pretty sure Dennis stopped filming after that. He realized I'm resting. And then it started up again. So after lifting up, I rest a little bit. Right here, I'm repping out the 85s. I've been stuck in them for a while. I'm trying to get 3 sets of 10. I can do the 90s for 3 sets of 7, but I just want 85s for 3 sets of 10s. Then I'm going to keep going up. But yeah, so I'm doing that. That's the main movements. I put this push day down to just 5 key exercises. It's chest try day. And it's just bench, incline dumbbells, chest fly, and then you'll see the tries and stuff. And honestly, guys, what I've been trying to do in my training, less exercise selection, more intensity, and because I used to always train intense. Yeah, that was his crash. I used to always train intense, but I was doing too much volume for it to be worthwhile. So really select your volume importantly. Everything should earn the place in your program. Like you shouldn't just put stuff in there just to put it. Like I would put stuff in and just be like, oh, it's more volume, it's fine. No, just put it in for a reason. Like I'm doing the bench to hit the flat part of my chest. I'm doing the incline to hit the upper part of my chest. And then I'm doing the chest fly to stretch the pecs and contract them. So yeah, so here's Dennis repping out 45s. He goes really light. Personally, I'm more of a guy who likes to go a little heavier, like that 8 to 10 rep range. Even 7 to 10 is what I go for on incline dumbbells. So yeah, he goes light. He doesn't really go to failure much, but I feel like eventually he's gonna start. I think it's more because he's just like a little new to lifting. He doesn't really like to as much. I don't know. Sometimes he does. He goes to failure on the squat, bench, and deadlift, but on nothing else. So it's weird. And I kind of do the opposite. So yeah. All my training super intense. I'm doing like double progression. So basically, like I try to get like 3 sets of 10. Once I do that, I'll up the weight and keep going until I get another 3 sets of 10 with that weight. And I keep doing that over and over and over, just so it allows me to train to failure like most of the time and still make gains. So then this is I set it up my chest flies on this chest press machine. I'm able to fully stretch back, and it works really well for me in my build. I'm just able to stretch my pecs completely, and I could feel it like tearing the muscle. And then I can track them completely right at that position. So it works pretty well in my opinion. I'd give it a try because the pec decks are always taken at my gym, and honestly, I feel this way more than the pec deck. So it was just something that I wanted to use. I tried it out. Some friends recommended, and because you lean forward like that, it allows you just to fully stretch. One of the problems though is if you have longer arms, it might be kind of hard. Like I have some pretty short arms, so I'm able to fully stretch my pecs. But you'll see here, Dennis has pretty long arms, so he doesn't really like to do it that way. He like sits more upright kind of, and like he's still able to stretch. Like they both feel pretty good. I've done this version before and it feels good. I just prefer the other one a little more. But here basically he's able to stretch and then fully contract the pecs again. And so guys, on isolations and stuff, I think you go all out, you go to failure. I mean, I don't really see the point in not training to failure on any isolations, just because the risk of injury is very minimal. You're not going to injure yourself doing a chest press. When I was like bench, squat, deadlift, I would be a little more concerned. So yeah. So then here, I'm doing some tricep overhead extensions. I went a little bit too light here. I like going in that 10 to 15 rep range. Here I think I ended up doing like 17 reps or something like that. So I went too light for my liking. I like doing the rope though. It just allows me to stretch and then contract it better. And it just feels really, really good, this exercise. So yeah, I would definitely give this one a try. I used to do it where I'd stand up and like do it, but this just feels better than that one. It's easier to set up as well. So my form gets a little bit like cheaty, a little bit, like it's not as strict here in a bit, but honestly guys, it's fine. It's still breaking down muscle fibers, and you're able to have a little bit of cheat form because like you're not going to get injured doing some tricep overhead extensions. And then here we're doing some tricep push downs. Yeah, it's basically what it looks like. We did a separate cables. They work really well. The problem I see with this though is it's a little bit harder to progress on. Like, I prefer, in my program, I'm doing it with just a straight bar. Me and Dennis just tried it out once this time, and it felt really good. It's just, one, the machines are taking a lot of the time, and two, it's hard to progress on a lift like this. So I'm sticking with just a straight bar version, and it allows me just to push myself the best. The rope kind of, a lot of the time, it kind of lands in the middle for me when I do the push downs with the rope, and I don't know, I just don't feel it as good as the straight bar. But it's all like, whatever, it all is what works for you. Because like my brother hates the straight bar, so do what you like. So yeah, I like going all out on those. Kind of it hurt my grip though. That was another thing I don't like about this. Like I could have probably gone harder on that rep and set, but the grip just kind of was really killing me there. And then so here's Dennis repping this out. He really likes these type of exercises. He likes doing like these more optimal, you could say, exercises. In my opinion, they do feel good, but a lot of the time I think the basics, they get the job done. And what I've learned recently is you just got to stick with exercise. It doesn't matter what the exercise is. You just got to stick with exercises that you like, so you can progress on those exercises and actually make gains. If you're hopping around exercising programs, you're not going to really be able to make many gains like that. So here I finished off with some ab crunches. I've recently actually switched these out. Talking about switching out exercise, I switched them out to ab crunches on this machine like that. It just feels so much better. So for what I was going to do is for the rest of the year, I was going to follow this exact program. I had all my sets, reps, everything like programmed out, and I was going to make a ton of gains. This injury is going to set me back. Hopefully I only broke one bone and I didn't break two, so hopefully I don't need surgery. But it's definitely going to be a setback, but as my friend said, a small setback for a big comeback. So yeah, I did these. They feel alright. Definitely the machine's going to be a better option. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Overall, it was pretty fun to make. I enjoy this commentary style. If you guys like this type of style, let me know down below. Because I've been injured now, I have a couple more videos edited, but I'm going to try to make more informational videos just because I don't know. I wanted to do it either way, and now that I'm injured, it's like, might as well make some informational videos. So yeah, I'm going to give those a try, and as always, if you guys liked it, please like, subscribe, and as always, keep getting those gains, boys. Now I got to do it with my left small arm. Keep getting those gains.